Hello everyone, my name is Mitz, and here we're back with Phoenix Wright Conflict of Interest. And now we're doing Lotta doing on his merry way to tell her own side of the story, and we're gonna prove it. So go on. Okay, listen here. The meeting. I called Victor and asked him to meet him after the concert. So you definitely did say you actually met him. But you said your camera was never stolen? Or did I mishear that right? I was aiming to warn about Washington. Oh, dang clothes. I finally got my proof, that picture I went to show him it. He said he quit and go to the press. I left after lending him the camera. Oh, that explains that. You said your camera was never actually stolen because you literally gave it to him. Oh, okay, that's, okay, I remember now. Huh. So you weren't even around when the murder happened? You're darn right. Or so she says. Don't pay attention to her, Your Honor. She's just lying some more. It is a bit questionable coming from the suspect. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My next thought was, like... Wait, well, I guess that makes sense. Like, if you were a lover... If, like, Lotta actually did love Victor Timmons, and gosh, my health bar is still low, but, like, if he actually did love her, like, I don't know if I would really trust a guy who's also in a picture of him, some shady dealings going on. Or, you know, I guess he could just be seen as he's just there because, you know, his client is just, there, and he's just helping out. When did you meet him? After the concert. Had it been around 9:40. After for the murder. Shush you, that is it. I don't know how long they spoke. And of course, Miss Hart isn't going to give us an honest answer for the time frame. I was done talking to him long before that. Can I prove she's right? Is there some way to prove she'd left before Timmons was killed? I don't know about that. Anything to prove this? Just looking elsewhere. Okay, so every single statement is going to be, well, can I prove this? Statement warn about Washington. Camera we use to stun Timmons. He's killed. Big scoop. Our song lyrics. Crime scene photo. That's basically just the murder scene. It's like after the fact, I guess. Diagram. What was on the camera again? It was just the concert. I don't think there's anything warning worthy of that, right? Warn about Washington. Why did you go to him specifically? Well, Victor and me used to be together. Okay. Things ain't been too great between us lately. But I was a mite worried about him being with Washington after all and all. I thought you needed to know, right? It seems you did a rather poor job of it. Oh, shut up, you. I know he's dead. There weren't nothing I could have did about it. Is there anything to add here? Okay, prove you tried to warn Timmons. Prove that you tried to warn him. I can't. I don't have anything to prove this. Like, if, like, we can't even prove, like, she lent the camera to him, and there's not much incriminating on the camera itself that she has. Look at my scoop, that picture, and went to show him it. The concert picture wasn't quite what I was hoping for. I mean, she had a good bracelet, okay, the singer, okay? A really good one. You seem awfully confident about it. Not that one. I ordered the mask scoop. Lotta, this picture doesn't work either. Doesn't show her doing anything wrong. She's just sort of standing there, holding some papers. That's part of the reason they never got her. You can't really tell who the third guy is. But I know she's bad. Bad to the bone. We're getting off track again. Remember, we're talking about the murder. Can I prove the big scoop is connected to the murder? I don't know. Well, it's paper in there, and it looks like music sheet. But if we're going to connect this to this one, I don't know if that really is it. Sinful more. Well, I guess it'd be something to present if, like, I can't think of anything else. So maybe if there's nothing else, I'll come back to this one. I don't have anything to prove to this. I should keep looking elsewhere. Okay. He said he quit and go to the press. Would that be enough? It was good enough for Victor. He told me he tried to dig up some other stuff. He worked with Washington, so he could have got more dirt real easy. And of course, he never got any. Well, he was taking a wash down rubber sticks. He died immediately after. How convenient. Your Honor, if she needed Timmons' help to trap Washington, then she wouldn't have a motive to kill him. She'd want him alive. She's just making the story up. Of course she had a motive. Is there any way to counter this? And prove she didn't have a motive. Prove she didn't have a motive. No, because the second, just because, like, you know, whole level, like, their lubbers is overhead, like, you can't really do anything with that. Because if you're friends with someone, basically anyone would just assume, well, you know them more than we know them, so that means you could have had some big, glaring reason why you hate them, and stabbed them repeatedly. I left after letting him the camera. You left your camera with him. That's right. He said he needed to look over it some more. Was that a smart thing to do? He worked for somebody you suspected as a criminal. What? Victor weren't like that. Lotta, he was in that photo you took. That don't mean nothing. He probably was out of the loop. She didn't let him in on none of it, I'll bet. I don't think he was a bad guy. She really trusted him. I think she really feels bad about this. Nick, do you think Mr. Timmons... I know nothing about the man himself. I'm not gonna count it off as a possibility, though. Lotta trusted Timmons enough to give him all the evidence she had. But this is still just her word against the prosecution's. To prove any of this, that she left her camera with him, that she didn't hate him. That she didn't hate him. I know. Okay, so that was it. We couldn't prove anything as the right way would go. I see, I cornered you, Mr. Wright. Well, I mean, I'm back against the wall, I'm not cornered. Just move me over to the corner of the room. Please don't. I'm scared. The defense doesn't have anything to say. Oh, seem not. I, however, have a question for the defendant. Miss Hart, you mentioned you were on bad terms with the victim. Why is that? I mean, a bad breakup, or... Wait, that's personal information. Wrong again. They ended on bad terms, appreciate a motive. Lotta, you don't have to answer that. No, it's okay, Mr. Wright. I think they'll need to hear sooner or later. Ugh, that doesn't sound good. Well, it didn't end so hot. You see, I was kind of using it. Yeah, they'll probably do it. They'll probably end in bad terms no matter what. Using him? I never really felt nothing for him. I just needed him to get close to Washington. I kind of figured, like, there was no chemistry there. Like, my first gut instinct was just, yeah, even first playing it, just like, why would Lotta, you know, ever do that? You weren't too happy to find that out. Why, that's extremely immoral. You see, a motive. That's not good. Actually, truthfully, this reminds me of another case we had before we met you. Remember the one I'm talking about, Nick? I think I do. Fill in more details because that's too much vague. Prosecution helped us out by accident. There are 3 things necessary for a crime. A motive, an opportunity, and decisive evidence. You just removed one of them. Your Honor? What you just said is very important. Really? It doesn't sound good for you. Give me a few more moments and I can show you. I'm a bit lost about that. There's something in our testimony that changes. Well then. Please point it out for us. Ask to meet with him at the concert. Okay, that is very obtuse. Okay. So what? And nothing changed on the evidence, right? So, oh god, don't do this now. Oh boy. Okay, let's see if this is right. I've been going back and forth. Okay. Oh boy, boy, I don't know if this is right. Would that be enough? Good enough for Victor. He tried to dig about some other stuff. He died immediately after convenient. So motive, opportunity, and decisive evidence, and one of these things removes that. I like it said. I literally looked up a guide for this because I'm really just more confused about this. It's a bit obtuse, but it's supposed to be the motive? She won him alive just because of this? I'm still following, but I'll let the game do the talking for me. This motive contradicts itself. The scenario the prosecution just willingly accepted is true. Lotta wouldn't have had a reason to kill anyone. But Mr. Timmons did. Wait, oh. Wait, you're doing a spin around here? How does it disprove that Lotta had a motive, though? Being deceived like that is plenty of reason to be angry. If she killed anyone, it would have been in self-defense. We're literally going down the self-defense route. Justified self-defense. Blah! Isn't that like how you mentioned the second game that saying it was justified self-defense still means that you're admitting to killing someone? Will the defense be pushing for a verdict of justified self-defense? Of course not. Why bring it up? I said if she killed him. Oh yes, big ifs. But it wasn't her. Taking Miss Hart's testimony to mind, there was somebody else there who wanted Timmons dead. Oh, we're now gonna put this out there. Miss Kylie Washington. If Mr. Timmons was going to go to the press, she would be exposed. Her shady testimony today, this definitely makes her seem suspicious to me. Not my girlfriend! Will you just shut up? Oh, nice. Well, now you got a face of a pig. And pigs are my favorite animal, so yeah. How do you respond to that? Just making this up. That woman's lying to cover for herself and you're all eating it up. I can't believe you people would pick her over me. It's not just her word. I happen to have something that could validate her accusations. As if I didn't have any reason to get involved with those criminals and you can't prove it. Oh, really? I'd say you have plenty of reason to enlist the criminal underworld help. That, of course, means that you had a motive. I got this. We want to prove that famous pop star needed the help of this gang. I think I remember this. I only just remembered it, like, I think last time, because, like, I had to take a small break in between days, and I'm, hey, look at this! Look at this cool little song lyrics! 7 years as pianist taught me a few things. Oh, okay, okay, that's a cool detail to pick up. The sheet music it gave me earlier, I noticed something funny about your song, Sinful Amour. You have? When you sang it for us earlier, I thought it sounded familiar. Being a musician yourself, I'd assume you know how to read music. Correct, Miss Washington? Yes? No, I only sing songs. I let the people make the songs do it for me. Why don't we take a closer look at the notes on this page? Phoenix Wright is a lawyer, he's awesome. Recognize that melody? You should. Happens to be the tune to a song from another band. What? But I thought she wrote herself. Not at all. She didn't create this melody. She plagiarized it. The worst crime of all. If you're copying the works of others, wouldn't you need a little help with the cleanup? Say, somebody the Forest Sailors did not sue you when they found out. You know, I would ask like why people don't assume of the plagiarism, but the people sometimes in this world just get very abrasive and all that, and you know, all that. So I don't blame it at all. I don't blame it at all. People just don't want to think that deeply. Oh yes, you would. This music sheet given by the witness herself proves my client's testimony. Miss Washington, how dare you wash away your sins with this? Plagiarism is not a trifling matter. Yes, have you ever got a slap on the wrist when you plagiarize in their research paper? It's not good. It's not good. I'm not saying I had any experience with that, no. I hope you realize the implication of this. Yes. With Mr. Timmons about to turn you in, you had a very strong reason to kill. Your life was to be ruined. Stop picking on me! You're all just gonna gang up on me while the prosecutor sits back and does nothing? Well, hey Payne, this is your time to shine. You fan? Help her out. This is to prove I killed anybody. You have no proof I did him in. Nothing. Miss Washington, the defense does have a point. I think we'll need to hear an explanation from you. My explanation? Maybe like another of my songs? Please don't. This stupid accusation. Oh my god. Even if I'm guilty of plagiarism. God. You can't prove that I killed him. No, wait a moment. Why the record scratch? Was Washington, do you take me for a fool? Huh? I know I've heard that song before, too. This justice only made us listen to it about 100 times. Oh, gosh. You stole that one, too. No more singing for you today. You are banned from singing. Oh, my one ability. Well, he seems to be catching on now. That's usually more than I can ask for. Back to pig face. Like your nose is scrunched up, too. Okay. If I'm guilty of plagiarism, you can't prove I killed him. My testimony still holds more weight than a lot of hearts. What, so I can sink deeper into the water? Okay, I'll say that much. You've been using her own words to support this lunacy. Is it really so hard to accept that I saw her kill him? Even the plagiarism thing's a bit unbelievable. There isn't any proof that I did any of it. Didn't we just show that your music sheet that you just gave us, that you said that you made it just today? What? That part is completely provable. I believe they should clear everything up. Not everything, you. As the minister has said, the defense has yet to prove she was the one who attacked the victim. You're really just parroting her own words. You're great. You're great. You got her! This is the final push! Yes, it is, but that doesn't mean I can get cocky. Press her too hard, I might end up getting into an argument I can't win. We know you can do it. Oh god, don't tell me it's another press wrong statement. Oh god. Why? Somewhere in the court record is something that points to her. Just to find and put her away. Speculation. If I'm guilty of plagiarism, you can't prove I killed him. Well, since this game, like, I'm starting to learn has a very big thing about press and you can get penalized for it. I'm just gonna save it every single turn. Don't blame me for it, because I don't want to waste much time. That would have given you plenty of motive. Who cares if I had a motive? To prove I did it. I just want to see if this actually does penalties or not. There still isn't any concrete stuff pointing to me. What should I do here? Nah. But I got from this one, no point for us pursuing this argument. Mostly just pressing her luck to see what's going on. I think even when I first played this the first time, even now, I'm reliving when I first, like, went through this, like, watching someone go through it. Just, how do you exactly go from this point? It's actually, Map the Gatewater Lane entrance. She was close by, near the killer, well, based on her own testimony, like, a lot attacking her. And this is taken by the forensics team. Blood died on the right side of the fountain. Sweet! Sweet Pando! In our song lyrics, this does prove that you have a hand in plagiarism. Did you plagiarize your own handwriting? The big scoop. I mean, there's a small, tiny bit of, like, it could be her in the photograph, or... I don't think I actually brought up the fact that this was brought up at all. The plagiarism. We could just, like, present like that at the other statement, right? On camera, that's literally just you at the concert. Yeah. Pink and black, yeah. But I'm just gonna go through it down all the way through just to be sure we're not missing anything. After everything today, you still think that? Of course! Everything she's telling is lies! 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 You've just been twisting my words and making me look like a bad guy. You're scum. You're both scum. Okay. You proved Washington lied about where she was, and now she had a motive. I wonder if there's more. Notice some window show beyond the shadow of doubt that Lotta's telling the truth. What should I do here? The only way to prove that is, like, with a big scoop, which she took before this crime even happened, so... Maybe that's it, but let's be sure. You've been using her own words to support this lunacy. Well, I mean, moons and all that. I guess I can't deny that. Right, that's because I'm the only one with my head on straight. What, do you think she's a robot? She just has a corkscrew head and neck? Okay. Well, the rest of you are just lollygagging around like a bunch of nincompoops. When was the last time I heard the word lollygagging? Huh. Nice. No, Miss Washington, please calm down. I didn't think that was necessary. Well, show a little backbone and stick up for me. Jeez, do I have to do everything around here? Yeah, so if Mr. Olive Green suit over there is not gonna say anything. Mr. Payne? Wait, this is your time to shine. Typical. I'm the only competent one here. Why did I start this conversation? Because it was entertaining. What should I do here? Press for no reason. Okay, no. Is it really so hard except that I saw her kill him? Maybe a tiny bit. You lied about your location, you lied about the attack, everything points to you. To me, it's not hard. It's impossible. You're pressing really hard. I need to say something. Don't try to make this all my fault. Well, it's definitely not mine. It must be something that can prove things didn't happen the way she says. I can't think of anything you haven't already covered. What should I do here? Should I press further when I had no evidence? Yes. I really do like this music from the... Oh, this is definitely music from the Eastern Investigations. Oh, I love the music in there. Even the plagiarism thing's a bit unbelievable. Actually, that's probably the one I'll probably present here, but I'll come back to when we got all the statements. You just handed me a sheet of music you copied from another artist. That was a one-time thing. I thought it up on the spot because I thought it'd make you happy. No. Look how grateful you are. I'm not buying that, and I doubt anyone else here is either. Why not? My explanation is just as good as any. Better even. Just think, there's no way I could have pulled it off by myself. What should I do here? That's actually a good place to point, but no. I want to see the last statement, then go back to this. Okay, just be sure this is the plagiarism things have been unbelievable. There's any proof that I did any of it. Okay, we'll come back to that later. Direct proof? You don't have it, do you? Do I? I need to look over everything carefully one last time. Sure, there's something in there I've missed. What should I do here? Yeah, I think that's the one thing, like, if the game is, like, just in the looks of it and how I know the rest of the game is going to be, this is almost like a big difficulty spike. I mean, something I thought about before when I was trying to think of my own, like, I guess, mystery stuff, but, like, I'm pretty sure if we tried doing that right here without giving any hints, your audience is just gonna go spiraling around in circles, which I am right now, too. I don't want to intimidate you. You won this. Just go for the final push and then it's finished. You can choose to press here. You need to pick the topic carefully or she might still get the upper hand on me. Okay, so let's go with... Legend things have been unbelievable with that big scoop. Big scoop, like a big ice cream scoop. Well, we're gonna go down a rocky road here, huh? You're right. Something like this, you couldn't do alone. High-profile fraud like this wouldn't go unnoticed. And prove it. Enough of your yapping, just showed something already. Somebody else is helping her. Who was it? Somebody else. Like, should we just present the big scoop then? It was just this. Much to this testimony, it's not that? Help him with that. Like, Victor Timmons actually helping? Okay. I'll go with that and see if that works, but hold on. Is that my case? Okay, yeah, no. That didn't work. No, it didn't. Okay. Somebody else was helping her. Who was it? Are we gonna go with the victim? Okay, why wouldn't the big scoop work, since, you know, he was in the photo himself? Okay. Your manager, the victim, was in on it. What? Something big like that wouldn't go unnoticed. Well, I guess it makes sense he would be, like, but I'm a bit more curious why wasn't the big scoop brought into it, since he was there in the photo as well. Timmons knew all about her fraud. Hold on. Shouldn't you show some sort of proof of this? You can't just go around accusing the dead. Okay, oh, that was supposed to be a prompt for me, like, presenting a profile then? Well, that's my fault then. Oh, and then next we present the big scoop here, I guess. I do something to back it up. While it may not be strongest, combining with what we already been told will teach us wonders. It's the magical wonders of knowledge. Miss Timmons was working with... Now, big scoop, please? Remember this picture? Look at this picture. We already discussed that Timmons is there. That's ridiculous. The photo wasn't good enough for the press, so it shouldn't be good enough for here. Take a look at what you're holding. What's that? That looks like sheet music. What was it, Washington? One of your new songs? Does it matter? Yes, I think it does. The notes may be blurred in here, but I'm sure we can have the police re-examine it. Shut up! Shut up! Fine, if it was stolen doesn't mean I kill a jerk. If he was working for me, I want to keep him around. He was a jerk now? So you do have hostile feelings toward him. What I mean is, he was really rude. I never liked the guy. I kept him around because I had to. I didn't want to see him dead. I'm being honest. Really. Oh, that sounds believable. Why that stupid grin off your face? Well, why don't that gosh dang evil glaze off yours, too? Nothing changed between us last night. Nothing. I'm still the same I was then. Nothing's different. Nothing. You're still the same as you were back then. Miss Washington, calm down. I'm trying to hurt yourself. Oh, sorry, just grip the mic too tightly. What? Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but I just don't see the reasoning in this. Mr. Timmons' involvement does not point towards the murderer. In fact, this could easily be used against you as well. They're right. This will change anything. Don't give up, Nick. Think. There has to be something that's changed since last night. What would it matter? Her view of the victim is only the motive. It doesn't actually prove she did it. That can't be the only thing that's different. Somebody dying affects a lot of stuff. Huh? Must be something else that's changed. What else is different? What is new today that wasn't there yesterday? Would the photo work? This photo, taken last night, will be our view into the past, through the viewfinder, as it were. That again? How so? We're singing. Yes, didn't we overgo already before? Singing automatically makes you suspicious. And look what happened in Apollo Justice, the third case. Yes, and the way she's doing so tells us everything. How is she different here from today? Hand. Witness? Right now you're holding your microphone with your right hand. Why is that? I always hold it like that. Really? These photos seem to indicate otherwise. You're left-handed, aren't you? I noticed a glove in your hand. You weren't wearing it at the concert. In fact, it seems to replace your trademark bracelet you supposedly wear everywhere. So? Oh, oh yeah, people usually put watches in their dominant hand so they can look at it. If you have your bracelet in your left, that indicates that. Ooh. There's a law against wearing gloves. Yes, there is. Have you seen Case 2, the final case? You're automatically suspicious, way more so. Why would you suddenly put it on for the trial? In both these photos, you're using objects left-handedly. Why aren't you doing that today? Because you can't. When you get excited, you hold your microphone with both hands, and I can tell it hurts. Sometime last night, you hurt your hand, and you're using that glove to cover it up. Witness, will you please take off your glove? No, you can't make me take it off just because I'm using a different hand than usual. Ow! What if I knew how you hurt yourself? Would that convince you? It would convince me. Well, that's good enough for me. If you can show that, the witness will be required to remove the glove. Well, how did she hurt her hand? I would say, well, the camera itself was rusted, right? So literally, if she was holding it with her left hand to smack it against him, and it broke, it would actually really hurt her hand, or Timmons, was struggling against her and attacked her hand. So, will this work? This camera shattered upon hitting Mr. Timmons' head. That's not the only thing that got hurt in the process, though. I'd assume several pieces of hard plastic breaking apart in someone's hand would be enough to injure them. That's right, the attacker would get hurt too. Miss Washington, please remove that glove at once. Oh my, look at that. Her hand. No wonder she seemed to be in pain. Okay, you're not going to show it. Okay. Get a good look, everyone. This doesn't prove anything. How doesn't it? So my hand got hurt. Big deal. You don't know when or where. I believe she's right. There's a photo from a camera from the concert last night. So all that proves that her hand got hurt between then and, like, God. We don't know if the camera actually caused the injury. Can you believe this after all that? Actually, I guess they're right. The camera is circumstantial. It's not decisive proof that she hit Timmons with it. But you do have evidence to show, don't you? Wait, My first question is, if she doesn't normally wear gloves, and wouldn't her fingerprints be on the camera itself? Like, they didn't mention it where they found the camera. If they found the camera, like, inside the water of, like, the fountain, that would definitely wash it off, right? Or at least I think so, anyway. So, like, her fingerprint should be on it? Good question. This is stupid. You don't have it, do you? One chance, got it? Okay. One chance? Okay, we're doing this. If you can't prove by then, you're just trying to mislead everybody. Mr. Wright, do you have evidence to show how this happened? I'm gonna say no, but save anyway. Evidence? I should tread carefully here. This is my last chance. I have anything to prove it. Let's go with I don't. Actually, I don't have anything to prove that. But I don't need to. A clear motive, a definite opportunity, several pieces of circumstantial evidence, and your overall suspicious behavior for the whole trial. They don't have anything truly solid. And that's exactly the reason we have a new jury system. That was never brought up in this game, though. That was never brought up once in this whole entire proceeding. I know this game takes place literally after Apollo Justice, but that was a trial test run. They didn't mention if it was going to continue on. If they were written that into. Jurists? I've shown everything I can, and it'll be enough. Let's have them decide your fate, Miss Washington. If you ask me, the verdict should be pretty obvious. It's not hard to see the truth right now. They wouldn't. Not me. After today, we'll see. And to see how much your adoring fans actually love you now. But they love me. My career. My fans. Okay. Everything you need is right there in that there camera. You'll need that to build out your case. Thank you. I'm sure I can dig something up. Swell! We're finally gonna nab the nasty woman. And she just goes flaming her arms out the way. Who was she? It was nobody. Are you sure about that? I know I've seen her before. I said it was nobody. I'm really paranoid lately, you know that? Maybe it's for a reason. That's it. I knew I recognized her. It was that reporter woman. I seen you two together. How'd she get in here? She's supposed to be at my concerts. You let her in. Look, I need to find out how much she knew. She's on to us. Well, do something. Stop her. Can't. She just trusts me with the only evidence she has. She doesn't suspect me yet, but if I destroy it, she will. You're taking the fall, Washington. What? I'm not covering for you if it means my own skin. I'll take the rap from old Mikey, but I'm not going down with you, old Mikey. I'll play one hard, just hope I make it out of this myself. Sorry, lady. Nothing to do. You can't turn me in. I can't believe you do this to me. Gah! Oh, that was the whole... Wait, I just remembered. Oh, that was the last testimony. Aw. Nah. Well, I'll go back to it. There's one thing I want to bring up. I didn't think... I didn't realize that was the last testimony. I'm mostly going off, like, I'm context clues of, like, how normally the game just say, like, this is your last testimony. I'm do your do, Mr. Righty. I can't write my own music. Never been any good at it. I started copying some lesser-known singers, but they found out and threatened to sue me. I couldn't let that happen. My career would be finished. So I went to them for help. Vic worked for them. He scared the others into dropping the charges. The stories never made it to the press. Somebody was bound to catch on sooner or later. Did you think this would end well for you? I couldn't help it. I was scared. I had to do something. They were the only ones I could think to turn to. But then I was in too deep. These people have been blackmailing me ever since, forcing me to give them money. I was too rich and famous for them to let me walk away. I had to get rid of Vic when he said he turned me in. Everybody was gonna hate me. I think I have a hard time convincing anyone to like you now. You don't feel sorry for me? I mean, who couldn't? You are guilty of many crimes, Miss Washington. Murder being only one of them. You had better hope the jurors in your own trial take pity on you for your actions. I know I certainly don't. Bailiff, please take her away. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears you still have what it takes. Thank you, Your Honor. I believe after the witness' confession, there shouldn't be any more to discuss. Mr. Payne, you haven't said anything for a while. Yes, you lost your job several times right now. Would you agree with this? It seems once again he's lost his words. He should read a dictionary to get him back then. In any case, I will hand this over to the jurists. They'll decide their verdict. Well, that's just, like, just about how this is written, like, they didn't, like, it wasn't properly brought up. It was written in, and the jurists were a part of this. I don't think it was hinted at once through the entire case, right? Never brought up once. At least, I remember, at least now it's used, like, several times through the other cases. Like, it's one of the ending factors of the game, the cases. Like, continuing off of Apollo Justice. But, like, they don't bring in any of the main characters from Apollo Justice over here. Tiny bit disappointing. Besides Truce, because she's right there, but no one else, really. The verdict is back. Their decision was unanimous. The court finds the defendant, Lotta Hart. It's a bit of a hollow victory. I've seen some people like say like the second the jury system was brought up, for the main Phoenix Wright series, and the whole mystery solving element for the games would be like completely gone, because then you just have to prove, like, you know, a small bit of a case, like with circumstantial evidence and motives and all that, and like that's it. You don't have to prove like without a shadow of a doubt it was the culprit, which I understand that part, but all you have to do is like tweak it around. Like the Grace Attorney, like, well, of course, like people didn't know that game was gonna come out at all back then, but you could, all you really need to do is tweak the jury system for this game a tiny bit, and just, you know, that'd be it. Let's just have it be like No, I don't want to say anything about that one that I'm gonna do coming up. But like, just have it be like even like you do your best you can, the jurors, like, you know, are tied, or something like that. I think it's seen someone do a whole thing. I don't remember if it was in this game or somewhere else, that the jury system was used, and everyone was split down the middle, and everything was tied. And by the court's decision, if it's a tie, then it means automatic guilty, which means you have to prove things further. So yeah. So literally, even the jury system is there, you still have to prove things way more. They have to. Like, that's what really have to do to change it, but I guess it doesn't really change much of the case itself. Yeah. They probably should have brought it up to beginning of this case, or at least some point along the way. Well, look at you now, you actually did it! Yeah? Are you sure? I'm sure, sorry I doubted you. You've seen Phoenix go through so many cases when you're involved with, and now you doubt the whole thing's okay. I guess I'm sorry for a lot of things. Oh, a lot of things? Oh, well, you're losing a lot of hearts right there. Sorry? What for? That trial really taught me something. I've been witnessing so many cases. Now I know what it's like to be in the hot seat. Darn right awful having never been pointing fingers at you. I'm never testifying against nobody ever again. And we're gonna see you again in another case now. There's nothing wrong with testifying in court. As long as the wrong people aren't put away, everything works out in the end. Yeah. Yeah, but all those other times I was going for innocent people like me, remember? That's just awful. Don't be so hard on yourself. I know your testimonies had done a lot of good lately. A lot of testimonies done a lot of good lately? Would just be the scoop, really? Well, just to be sure so I don't ruin this moment, because literally I don't trust this game now because of that. Remember your big scoop? If it wasn't for your crazy paparazzi antics, all those people would still be out there. Hey, you're right! I guess my witness really was something special. Thanks a million, Mr. Wright. Well, that was anticlimactic. Well, this case is over. I suppose the three of us should head home. Are we going back to Karine, Maya? I could, but I think I got a better idea. You don't mind if I stay at the Wright Anything Agency for a while, do you? Of course I don't mind. But wouldn't it be easier to base yourself in Crane Village? Doesn't matter where I am. My mother was completely missing for at the time she was master, and the time you met her, yeah. How hard could it be? That's the best example to be using, Maya. Come on, I'll just be like old times. The last time old times happened, bad things happen again. And I owe it to you. Owe it? I wasn't there for you when you lost your badge. Yeah. And after everything you've done for me, Maya, nobody could predict what could happen that day. Don't blame yourself for it. No, I had to make this up to you. Now I have a chance to do that. You can't say no to that, can you? We may have room for one more person. Alright, the old team's back together. The old man team. Now we just need to find Edward and Francisca and... Baby steps, Maya. Baby steps. I wish I guess the epilogue was like, I guess I'm written a bit more, I guess like, polished. Voice of Bonnie Williamson. We haven't even met them yet. So please want me testifying and watching this trial when it comes up. Oh, looks like his testament for credits for every single case. Kind of funny how things got turned around like that, huh? I sure done enjoyed my little moment of awesome nabbing all those low laughs. Don't worry, none. I won't let it all get to my head. I don't think there's gonna be many characters in this. There's not many characters in this, so we're doing credits for literally even the culprit. Oh, and the victim's gonna come back. Oh, too. Is Mr. Payne gonna be here now too? Eh. Silent Bob X, random advice. That's the best credit to give. Oh yeah, I forgot you were in there. I guess Mr. Wright smashed my testimony again. But I shouldn't be too upset. We got the right person in the end after all. I hope this doesn't get it cost me another salary cut. Yeah, okay. I think that's the biggest thing when going through this is that the writing is not going to have much polish, but I do like the mysteries somewhat. At least my memory of it. If I go through it and like it's just polished, then I guess I'll go and comment on when time comes, but This case itself, like, I don't think this is a good introduction for the whole game itself. I mean, it shows all the difficulty spikes sort of well, not too well, but yeah. I think it's really exciting to have Maya here with us again. She and I always did get along well. Do you think Polly would like her? Yeah, but we're never gonna see him. I guess they never really introduced. Hey, have you noticed this? I'm over 10 years older than Tracy, but we look almost the same age. I'm not complaining. Youthful looks definitely have their advantages. Well, this is the problem of not having better sprites. This can't be normal, right? If there was some kind of freaky Agatama-related time-traveling accident. We just don't realize it yet. I think I remember that being a plot of like another fan game, which it sounded too pretentious. I think like Phoenix time traveling because of the mason system, which is a bit weird. I'm not even gonna touch that. I'm just gonna leave it to this and then Turnabout Solution next because they're more down to earth. Oh, please don't close the game. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's doing this. Okay, you can't continue on. Okay. Oh wait, no. Okay, I thought I had to do something. Don't close the game, please. Don't do this. Don't. Damn that heart woman. Those people bring in a lot of money. Should we do something about her? No. What will be the point? Believe it or not, money's the least of my worries right now. I think this ordeal taught her a lesson. Better just get the daylights out of her. If that's what you want. We can do this later. I have people I need to talk to. Understood. I'll keep in contact. Ooh, nice place. Keys. Is Parker arrived yet? Keys. Yes, Mr. Valleys. He just got here. It must be just someone else with that similar last name. Okay, it did fucking close. God damn it. Dog. Okay, going back to this. If this is the final testimony, then it must be something very funny here. You don't have it, do you? Do I? I need to look over everything carefully last time. I'm sure there's something in there I missed. What should I do here? Press further? I found it. I do have evidence that shows you're the killer. And prove it. Enough your yapping, just show something already. What sort of evidence do I have? Something for the final... camera. Object to this testimony. You do? Why? It's a detrimental case. Huh. I definitely remember there was something. Oh, maybe it was somewhere else, but like, geez, I remember there was like one big, like, there was a funny moment in one of these like things we press, and it's like I don't know if I want to look around too much for it, but like basically put in terms that it was no, I can't even do it justice. I can't do it justice. I need to find it at some point. At some point. Well, that was the Turnabout's worth 1,000 words. Overall, I think it's a weak introduction case for a numerous amount of reasons, but I think it's a good lead into the game itself. Although it's like it's a very difficulty spiked tutorial from a more difficulty spiked game in itself. And I keep hyping it up, but you'll see it when you believe it if remembering things right. Just wish the tutorial case brought the whole jury system once again, because even if, like, you know, the game takes place after Apollo Justice, this game was, like, finalized and made, like, after Dual Destinies was made, which, Dual Destinies completely removed any mention of the jury system, or pretty much any plot points of Apollo Justice itself, which is kind of a shame, just retconning out existence, but keeping the main characters there. And for this game, it's, to my recollection, knowledge, they're bringing plot points from Apollo Justice, but not bringing back any of the characters from Apollo Justice. Like, I don't even think Clavier is mentioned besides, like, in passing. And Apollo, he's never seen at all, nothing else. Trucy's here, like, a few times, but that's it. I don't even... yeah. Let's wish that, like, the games, like, continue on with, like, this fan game or something, or even the main game series itself that continuing on. Even if many people say they don't like Apollo Justice itself, I know I absolutely loved it. Of course, you could use, like, some, like, new writing chops, like, at least some small changes. I've seen some people give some good, I guess, constructive feedback to the final case. Even though I personally loved it, I can see, like, where people are coming from, that it could use some more changes to make, I guess, it clear. I've seen someone actually give him, the very final villain of that case, like, the most... like a clearer, better motive than just like that. It would actually tie in everything well. Like, Apollo Justice is all about Phoenix being disbarred for forwarding evidence. In the final, well, of course, the villains, like, always, like, thematic parallels to the heroes, right? And I've seen someone do the whole thing of, like, literally the villain, like, literally very an unpopular person who was envious of Phoenix, and then finding out that I'm trying my best not to spoil it, just through those people. Even the villain, like, hated Phoenix because Phoenix was, like, a successful person, which they weren't. And Phoenix didn't even go into the profession of being a lawyer at first in college. He was an art student and came into it afterwards. He just burst into it afterwards, even with this whole backstory of Miles. He was kind of leaving the back burner first, and he came into it and was, like, first, like, pretty much almost every single case has gone to his success. Even the cases that got him to, like, you know, that purposely got him to get his clients to be declared guilty, it literally brings him, like, some notoriety, some amount of success. Like, no matter what, it's always that whole thing in storytelling where everything that you see the character just going through, like, you know, you have a lot of, like, bad luck, you know, right, Nick? They just keep bringing it up. It's kind of funny and self-aware stuff. I won't go into too much detail about Dual Destinies right now, but I will sooner or later further on. I still couldn't find the one joke thing, the final testimony, which I did show, like, I guess it was some other statement which I missed over, or maybe it was edited out or something like that, which, please don't, that was a good joke. If I find it, I'll maybe link it or, like, edit to a video later on. But that's it for me, so we'll do this off here. So, for fun to watch as I am playing this, hope you see me next time, what time may be, and I all hope you have a fantastic day.